Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining today's iLearn Insights presentation. I'm Shamim Chuadar. I'm a Senior Learning Analytics Advisor working for the Academic Excellence team. So to start with, you need to write report.ilearn.mq.edu.au. So this is the site which will take you over here. And you can put your OneID and password, as you can see. And it will take you to iLearn Insights homepage. In the iLearn Insights homepage, you will be able to see all the units that you are a convener or lecturer. And you need to click on the purple color button over here to go to that iLearn Insights for that unit. So let's take this unit as an example. What it shows, you have a unit name over here. And remember, clicking on this unit name or any link in iLearn Insights will take you to the exact place in iLearn. Right? This will reduce your number of mouse clicks. So if you want to go to a particular assignment, you click over here, right? And if you're logging into iLearn, it will take you directly to that assignment. So this is an advantage. So as you can see, this is your unit name, unit short name, and this is automatically selected session depending on your short name. If it is a session 2, you will find this is selected automatically, or session 3 or session 1, it should be. If it is not, then manually you need to select from here, start and the end date. Now, this is the most important part of iLearn Insights, where you can basically see your unit engagement. Now, this unit engagement is totally configurable. You can configure whatever way you like through this settings tab. I will come back later, right? And the calculation also shows the calculations, how this is calculated, 91%, right? It shows over here as well. So let me quickly show you the calculations before I move to the other one, but I will come back again. So as you can see, if I go to the calculation, you can clearly see from login, I took 50% of the login, as you can see, within last 7 days, which is 47.28, blue in color. These are the activities and on-time submission I have to for the other 50%. And these are the calculation, as you can see. So this is the on-time submission. This is I'm taking 15%, 14%, 14, 14, and 14. So somehow automatically I made all of them as 100%, right? So, but this is you can change. I will show you. Then I calculated the on-time submission percentage and took 50% over here, as you can see, 50%, so which is 34. So as you can see, 47.28 plus 34.82 is actually 82.1, rounded up to 82. So this is not 100%, it didn't come correct. I will have a look why it is, but this should show over here as well. The one thing I can only think of, this is my test environment, so all the latest data is not doesn't come across over here. But this will give you your calculation part. Okay, so now I go back over here again. Now the settings part I go, this is very important. So if you click on the settings part, so you can see that I took 50% from the login and 50% from the online submission. This is by default. And most of the unit containers are using this, right? If you don't want, if you think your unit doesn't need any student to log in, so you can make it 0 and you can make it 100. Or if you think like they don't have to submit assignments on time, no problem, you can make it 0 and make it 100. So it's up to you how you will do that. But one thing I just want to say over here, as you can see, there are lots of settings. This particular column that you might be want to take extra care, that is because this particular column, iLearn Insights automatically calculate any assignments that has a due date, it will divided by the total number of assignments. That's how it is calculated 15%, 15%, 14, 14, 14, and somehow it's calculated 100%. Now, in your unit, it might not, like all the assignments might not be important, right? Probably 1 or 2 assignments are important. That's what it should go into the engagement rather than all of them, right? So you can come back here in the settings, as I've showed you. You come back to gradebook item, go to the last column, and pick the one which is important. For an example, suppose I'm not changing. Suppose this is important. So I make it 50% because I consider this is very important. So I make it 50%. Also, this video presentation to me is important. I make it again 50%, right? But these are not important from me, so I'll make 0%. I don't care whether they submit on time or not. So this is how I'll make it 100%, and I will update the engagement settings. I'm not changing it now, but you can update it. So iLearn Insights, no, ignore all the assignments except these two, because this is the most important assignments to you. Now, if I come back to over here, remember this settings is important because it's calculating the unit engagement, because it's calculating this one as well, right? Which I will come back and I will show what it is. So in two places, basically, it is important for. This might be important to you, activity with no due date. It shows nicely if you forget to put any due date in any assignment. Some of the assignments don't actually have any due date, so it doesn't matter. It's up to you, just to flag. So this unit do not have any activities with no due date, which is good. Now this one, to some extent, shows you how many students are logging in within last 14 days. So you know, okay, students are logging in or not logging in, right? So this is the end of the session, I think. So that's why it's pretty low, or it's still 48%, 87%, not bad, right? This is a very good one, that is, which shows the top 5 hits within last 7 days. So you can say which are the resources students are accessing, right? This will give you an idea what students are accessing. So if you find students are accessing something else which you do not want them to access at this time, that means there is some problem with the instructional design. That's why students are accessing different things. You might send them an email, you might probably put up something, right? So it gives a nice way to show what students are currently accessing. Open activities shows all the open activities currently in your unit and how many days are remaining and how many students are submitted, right? As you can see. Remember one thing about iLearn Insights, which is the best part of iLearn Insights, that it can send bulk personalized email, right? And this is heavily used in iLearn Insights, right? I think that is the most popular thing over here. So as you can see, 55 students, no one has submitted over here. If you want to send bulk email to all these 55 students, remind students to submit. So I click over here. It will take you to this email compose place. There is automatically a compose, as you can see, template over here, and you can send all these 55 students. Here it is, in only 3 mouse clicks. If you want to see how the template looks, you can preview it. So if you go to preview, as you can see, it shows nicely. Dear some student, you have an assessment. This with the link they will get, which is due, and so and so. And as you can see, if you find, okay, so far 0 out of 55 classmates have submitted this assessment, doesn't look good to send, you go back over here and just take it out from this compose email and see. Now, if you are happy, just click I acknowledge and send messages. Now I'm not sending. So as you can see, sending email over here is very easy. And you can send bulk email to all the students. So if you have suppose 2,000 students in your unit at one go, right? Okay, so I go back again over here. So as you can see, this will basically send emails not to all students in your unit, but only the students who have not submitted this particular assignment. Student login summary, it will show you actually how many students are enrolled in your unit, how many students haven't accessed your unit within the last 7 days, and how many students never accessed your unit. So in this case, 3, and this is basically 0, so actually 3. And here are the list of 3 students, right? So these are the 3 students haven't logged in your system within the last 7 days or never logged in. Now you can send email directly to these students again over here, right? So as you can see, this sending email is very easy. So you click on over here, there will be a format template email. If you like that, you send directly to with that template. If you don't like that, then change whatever you like and send to all students. Now over here, these 2 graphs shows how many students has completed academic integrity module and how many students in your unit have completed or not completed safer communities module, right? Again, with this, you can send email to all those students who have not completed. Just remember one thing, iLearn Insight is actually a negative version. It shows what students haven't done rather than what students have done, right? So you can send email to all students who have not completed Safer Communities module or academic integrity module. Now, participants not submitting activities, as you can see, it basically shows how many students have not completed how many number of assignments. So for this unit, 27 students have not completed one assignment. 9 students failed to submit 2 assignments. 2 students failed to submit 4 assignments, and 3 students failed to submit 5 assignments. Now, the reason behind this is to find it out which group of students you should put more effort on, right? These 3 students haven't submitted all of them, right? So they are already at risk, and they are already in very risk situation. So should you put more effort onto these 3 students, or should you put more effort to these 9 students who failed to submit 2, so approaching to be in the danger zone, right? So this gives you a little bit of idea how many students are in each group, right? Who are approaching to at risk. So it's up to you how you want to handle this. Now, if you want to know how can I know these 3 students or these 2 students or 9 students, so that you will be able to know going to the details parts of your engagement. So if you click on the details part of your engagement, it will give you actually list of students with login activity, on-time submission, and total engagement. If you basically, you can filter it out from here, and I think this will work as well. So as you can see, if you put this, so 2 students with 0%. So I believe these are the two students or 3 students. I am not 100% sure, but I think this would be in the failing zone. So if you put your cursor, it also will show that some information about that student, engagement summary, have not logged in within last 7 days, and on-time submission 0 out of 5. See, this one is 0 out of 5. This one also 0 out of 5. This one 1 out of 5, and so on, right? So this one also 0 out of 5. So this will give you as actually basically name of the students who have failed to submit on time. Now, if I go to the forum discussions, you can see, you will be able to see all your forums over here. And this has been divided into 4 groups, discussions, unique user discussion, replies, and unique user replies. So it shows, if you take about this one, so green one, 2 students, there are 2 discussions in this forum. 1 unique user started those discussions. My assumption, this is definitely unique convener. There are 6 replies, and there are 6 replies from 3 unique students. So as you can see, you can get a little bit of idea about the forums over here, which forum is more popular, most students are replying, and so on. Now this gives within the 24 hours graph. Your 2 forums has received replies or discussion within these 2 forums, as you can see, and number of there are 1 and there are 6 new replies or the discussions. So this will again give you some sort of idea. Probably you will go to that forum and have a look what are the discussions, right? And the last one is the activity schedule. This activity schedule basically shows all the activities in a timeline fashion, right? That's so easy. So you can see when it is starting, when it is ending. This one's starting on this day, this one's ending. So this gives you a clear idea of all the assignments in your unit. I'm sure like who uses iLearn, you know how difficult it is to go through all the assignments and to find it out when it is starting, when it is ending, and so on. So here is a clear and easier way to find it out. I have also grouped them into the 4 groups. Past activity, current activity, future activity, and there is none over here. There is no date activity, no due date activity, right? So that example is not over here, and it's nice and clear. So if I click on the forum discussions, as you can see, you can visualize it, as well. So if I take a probably a good one, so let's visualize this one discussion forum. So if I show you, as you can see, it shows this plus means the starting of the discussion, and you can read it over here. And this is the reply one, right? So there is no reply to a reply. Otherwise, you could have. So if you look at this one, you can see like a plus means starting of the discussion. And if you put your cursor, you can read the discussion right over here. You don't have to go. A reply can be this small one. You put your cursor and you can see the reply. If there is a bigger icon, as you can see, this has been posted within last 24 hours, right? And if there are bright red over here, as you can see, right, this bright red, this means as a unit convener or as a login user, you basically reply to that thread, forum thread, or you have posted. So this actually gives you a nice idea about your forum. Okay, so different ways of sending emails over here. As you can see, these two. One is personalized targeted email and one is personalized bulk email, right? What is the difference between two? Basically, both you can send email, right? But in the personalized targeted email, you can select which are the students you want to send email to, right? So if I go to suppose personalized targeted email and I come over here, here are the list of the students. I want to send it to all, but not him, and not him. As you can see, then I can compose email and I can write whatever I want to write over here, right? I'll preview and I will send, right? So what it is doing, it's sending emails to all students, but you have the option to select or unselect a student. Now, it didn't work well for all the units because if you use this one, you can send email to maximum of 100 students, right? When it is more than 100 students, iLearn Insights can't remember first 100 students and second 100 students, right? At this still, I couldn't implement it. So it didn't work for bigger units. So what I did, I put the second part, which is email to all participants, or as you can see, all of them over here. So if I click over here, there is no options to select, but it will send to all students, right? If it is 2000 students, it will send to all students. But there are bulk email, there is lots of different bulk emails. So you send to all students over here, you send or to all students in a cohort. So if you have a cohort, so as you can see, this unit as a cohort, you select this, it will send to all students in that cohort. You can send all students in a group or grouping, as you can see. So I want to send not to all 55 students, but all to lesson 3 group. So here it goes, 17 students. You can do that, right? So as you can see, if you look at over here, there are lots of different ways to send emails. Send emails to all the students who haven't logged in within last 7 days, and so and so. So please have a look one by one. Can I show something with sent emails, which has something? Here it goes. So as you can see, sent emails, you can see all the emails that you sent through iLearn Insights over here. And as you can see, who sent, when it was sent, whom it was sent to, what was the reason. And you can also see how many students have opened that email. This is a very good thing, right? So if you send an email to probably 20 students or 100 students, you will be able to see how many students are. Oh, this is a good example. Have a look. So this email was sent to group and grouping. This was sent to a cohort. This was sent to students who haven't logged in, right? And so many. And you can clearly see how many students, this email was sent to how many students and how many has opened it. So 39 opened it out of 46, right? 36 opened it out of 721. If you want to go to details, you will be able to see even more when they are opening it, as you can see, right? So this shows like when they have opened it, how many haven't opened it, and so and so. So this is the advantage of iLearn Insights, sending emails through iLearn Insights. So I'll go to the next topic, which is schedule email, right? So if I go to schedule email, so you need to go to create an email template over here. So schedule email is good because you can schedule your email for the whole session, right? Some of the conveners are doing it, but it's up to you. So if you come over here, Then you can choose any of the template, or you can write your own email over here, right? So for the time being, let me take a templated one. So who haven't completed an academic, who have not logged in? Let's take an example who hasn't logged in. So I give a name to this one for this is an automatic template. You can change whatever you like. You can add some paragraph over here. This is second reminder, right? Just whatever you like, you add. So not logged in, second reminder. I'm giving a template name, so it is saved for you. So create a new template. So I create this. Okay, template created. This one. Now I go to the preview. So as you can see, here is the preview. Now, if the preview looks good, then good. If it is not good, you change your template over here, right? And you update email template and see. So let's assume I'm happy with this template, no problem. So I go over here and I say that you send this email to not all the participants. I don't want to send it to all the participants. I want to send to all the students who haven't logged in within the last 7 days. And it is when? On probably July 27th. So on that day, I want to send it, let's 9 a.m. On 27th, 9 a.m., I want to send it to all students at that time who have not logged in within last 7 days, right? I schedule. So once I schedule it over here, as you can see this schedule over here. Then you can schedule another one probably next week or after 2 weeks or whatever and so, and it will be listed over here, right? You can preview what you have scheduled for. For the time being, there is no edit functionality over here. This is a drawback. So if you have done something wrong, you need to take one step, that is you need to delete it, right? From here, I'm deleting it because I don't want to schedule anything. It's another unit. But you remember, you saved that in your saved. So this one, you can use that template again. You don't have to write all of them. You can use that and change whatever you like. But unfortunately, you need to schedule it again. That's all. So this is a very easy way to schedule it, as you can see. And you can schedule it for 1 or 2. Get more, build up your confidence, right? Once you can build up your confidence, you can do more. Safer Communities Chart and bulk email functionality, which is this one is a new one. So you can email to all these students. So if you click on over here, as you can see, and there is a nice template over here. You might not need to do anything. And if you want to see how the template looks like, here it is. This is how it looks like. And so many things, it's automatically links and everything over there. All right, you can use it. Now, before I go to the next topic, I want to show you one more things about this email. Please use more of these variables, right? These variables are very important to iLearn Insights. As you can see, there are lots of variables over here that you can use. For an example, dear first name will pick up the first name of your student, right? So you put the cursor where you want to put a variable, last name, here it is last name. Or as you can see, unit title, right? Unit code, unit guide link, right? You can send support services link. You can do some of the HTML things, bold, heading 1, heading 2. If you want to make it a little bit prettier, so heading 1, it's not a very good way to do, but like it works. So heading 1 starts and add your text here. Basically, you replace with the heading, whatever you want to write. Preview. So heading 1. So as you can see, basically there are lots of variables, and there is a full teach article I have written about these variables. So HTML you can do all those things like acknowledgement of country, study is doing. So if you want to send any of these link, you can basically put it in your email. So you compose your email and you put these variables, which will pick up the link automatically. All right. Next, I go to activate cache data. Activated cache data and other things I will show you from here. This is from this one. If you go over here. So in many units, there are lots of students. If it is 2000 students and probably 20 assignments, then iLearn Insights become slower. Then you can use this activity cache data, because with this, iLearn Insights will only calculate during login. So once you log in, it will calculate all the data, and next is not going to calculate anymore. So this is an example. As you can see, it's taking more time to load. So because the activity cache data is not activated. So let's let it come, and I will show you. So over here, so while showing this page, you need to activate cache data over here, as you can see, and update. So while showing this page, let me show you other things. That is, you can change starting and the end date for this report. You can give also access to tutor and the marker. If you want to, by default, it's not given access, you can give over here, right? And you update. And while showing you this, I also show you this one, that is participation. You can use this one for using gradebook participation. I think I need to show that as well. Next one, so I'm showing you over here. So you come over here, you activate cache data if you want to, and I am also activating unit participation using gradebook, as this is my next topic, and I update it over here. Now, as you can see, it's loaded so quickly, right? And it is showing cache data in use. So if you do that, each time you come over here, it's not going to calculate all the time, right? It's one calculation. If you want to iLearn Insights to calculate all data again, you log out and re-log in, right? So it will make your iLearn Insights faster. Now recording and reporting student participation using iLearn Gradebook. So if you come over here, as I have told you, if you need to go to your unit over here, and you need to see using gradebook. You need to tell using gradebook, right? So if you don't do this, then what happens? If you go to participations over here, it will say that student attendance is currently visible in the unit, right? So this is how it will show. Please update unit participation settings. So you go over here and say that, okay, I want unit participations to be taken using gradebook. You can also do it using attendance activity, that is only available to our college. Let's do this one using gradebook. So once you go there, now if you go over here, then you will be able to see basically here, right? So I have 10 students over here to demo, as you can see. Now nothing is showing over here because I haven't done any settings, right? One thing I told you, any link if you click, it should take you to the iLearn. So I click this one. This is I log in. It will take me to the demo unit page over here. It's a demo unit for me, and I haven't put anything. So I want to show you how I can take attendance using gradebook. So one thing I have done, let's assume in my first case, I want to take attendance using quiz. And I want to take attendance during week 2 and week 4 only, not any other time, right? So I created a quiz, as you can see, this one and this one. And during week 2, I went to the class and told students, okay, this is your quiz. Can you please do the quiz? So when they will do the quiz, definitely iLearn will know like that student is present in the class, right? And that I can use it over here. See, set up unit participations. So I'm going over here, and this is how it looks. And I am saying that in unit 2, so currently no selections. Unit 2 is mapped to quiz unit 2 marks, this one. And unit week 4 is mapped to quiz unit week 4 marks, right? I am also saying that consider participation if you get any mark is equal to 1 and 0. And if there is no mark, that means that student wasn't in the class. So no participation equal to none, and I update, right? Now, if I go back, now see, it's nicely. So I have already as a demo student. How can I go? I go here. I put some marks already over here, as you can see, at the demo student. Just to. So for an example, demo student 1 participated in week 2, but didn't participate in week 4. So demo student 1 participated in week 2 and didn't participate in week 4. So it's very easy to understand. So, and later on, you can say that, show me all the students who haven't participated at all. So it's the other way around, who haven't participated at all. So both of them. Or show me all the students who haven't participated one. I think it should be like this. So at least one, right? And you can send email to them. Right. This is one way. And the second way is I do not want to use, let me go back to normal update. I do not want to use quiz, but I want to use some of the non-graded items. So I did over here, as you can see, if I come over here, I created some of the non-graded item over here, right? Now, how you can create non-graded item? You can create using, if you go to gradebook setup over here, then you can create non-graded item over here. Add a grade item, right? You can use it value type, right? So maximum grade, suppose 1. So I will consider 1 as present and minimum grade is 0 as absent, right? And I can create it, right? So this is one way. And the second way to create, I can use a scale, right? And you don't have to put anything over here because scale already has some values. So this is two ways. Now, if I go back to grades, and if you look at my grade book, so I have created some non-participations for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and so on, right? For 5. Now, if I go over here, then again, you need to go to your settings page and you need to say, okay, use this value week 1 in the grade book for week 1. Use this value for week 2, this. So this is only you need to map. You need to tell iLearn Insights, look, you need to look into this gradebook item for participation for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So week 4 and I put week 5. Now update these settings. As you can see, you can clearly see who are present and who are absent. So what your features as a unit convener you need to do, you need to come over here and you need to change. Okay, so this is present. So student 10 and week 2 was absent, I believe. Student 10, week 2 was absent. You need to come over here and you need to say that, okay, student 10, week 2 is now present. So if I go over here and do this, student 10, week 2 is now present, right? So you need to create a gradebook item and you need to update 1 or 0 manual. So we have found like you can do it through the quizzes. You can do with this one. You can also do with the scale. I don't know whether you have used scale or not. If you used scale, then basically you go here. So I have created some of the scales over here. So again, I don't want to use this. I want week 1, yes, no type, right? Week 2, yes, no type, 3, 4, and 5, right? Now, what is yes, no type? As I have told you, once you create a non-gradable item, here, gradebook setup, add gradebook. If you use the value scale over here, then this is a non-gradable item and it will use yes or no. Now, what's the difference is if you go here now as a unit convener or tutor, basically you will go to this. They don't have to put 1 or 0. If they click, it will give the option yes or no, right? So yes, present, this one, okay, absent. So they can just put whatever they like, right? And depending on this, what I am saying in iLearn Insights, okay, week 1 is basically yes or no type, this one. But here, remember, participation, I am saying that it should be, I think, 1 and it should be 2. Remember, when it is scale, no is corresponds to 2. This is how module or iLearn works, nothing to do from me. If no is selected, they save it as 2. So you need to put it as 2, and this is you need to put it as 1. You update this, and it will nicely show it over. So this is all about reporting student participation using iLearn Gradebook. So the last bit of my presentation is write iLearn Insights email using Chat GPT. Now Chat GPT is really here it is. So I put a Chat GPT prompt over here. So as you can see, lots of things I have written over here, right? So anyone who wants to write email using Chat GPT, you can use this prompt, so it will convert according to iLearn Insights format. I go to email all participants, right? So I don't want to write all this over here, right? I want something to write using Chat GPT. So this is my compose email. I haven't written anything. Now here I am saying using Chat GPT to create email formatted for iLearn Insights, the following prompt. Okay, here is the link of the Chat GPT. If you click, it will open the Chat GPT place over here. Now I am saying use this to generate the email, right? So the bold you will replace basically. Okay, so let's assume this one. Write an email to students who did not engage with the course within last 7 days, right? This is all I want. This is all I want, right? So I use this one, I come over here, and here I write this. So if I write this, then definitely ChatGPT will write the email for you, right? As you can see. It is writing. Right. Very good. So it's written. So I copy this. I go over here in my here, and I put everything over here, and I preview it. This is how the preview looks like. Dear student name, and it's not the way I want basically, right? It didn't work out for me. So go back. I use the whatever I have written over here. You copy it, everything, right? Including this one, whatever you want to write, right? So basically, the rules would be whatever you want to write, you write over here, followed by you use everything from here and put it over here. Now let's do that. So let it write. Here it goes. So this prompt, there are lots of things to do about this prompt, but I have started to learn, and it would be better and better. So I will update the prompt there. So here it is. Now I got dear this, and I come over here, and this is my compose email. So I didn't like this. So this is what it is now. I pasted it over here, as you can see, right? You can also take the subject as well. Let me take the subject as well. So I put the replace the subject over here as well, right? And I preview it now. Now this is how it looks. As you can see, now student 1, it is saying the first student and so and so and so, right? So most accessed activity is nothing over here because this has no student basically. I need to take another which has a student. So suppose this one. So email to all participants. This is a live unit. So this will basically give you a better demo. So I use this one. So instead of this, I put it here. This one has some data, I think. So preview. If I go to preview, As you can see, dear first name, I hope your email, and we noticed that so and so, it picked up your unit name with the link. It will take you directly to that unit. If there is any preventing and so, as you can see, and these most access activities, these are the most active activities it picked up as well. Looking forward to re-engage. So and so. If you don't like any part, go back. Then you change it over here. At least Chat GPT has done some part of writing for you. Then you change it over here, or you write another paragraph and so, right? Just to demo one more thing, if you want to be more, so this one, now I'll put one more thing. So I put this as it is. So write an email to a student who did not engage within the course within last 7 days, right? Also, I want to write, I want to tell Chat GPT, add a paragraph about what other students are accessing at this time. So as you can see, there are lots of things you can do with Chat GPT. I also want to write a paragraph explaining benefits of engagement with the course. So I put this as well here. Add a paragraph to importance of the engagement with the course. I think I have benefits. This also. Okay. So now I am prompting 3 things to Chat GPT, but below this, I'm just copying and pasting all the iLearn Insights things, right? Now, if I do that, I believe Chat GPT will write an email with those 2 paragraphs as well in it. So the purpose of showing this to you, not to show that Chat GPT the email writing, I am sure you know 100% better than me. This is just to show you how you can use this prompt to generate an email which is compatible to iLearn Insights. Now I'm this one. If I go back over here, so back, I believe I write this and the preview. Here it is. So this one has no data as it is. So this, here it is. So I believe iLearn Insight has added 2 more paragraphs, because we say write a paragraph that shows like benefits of the engagement and so on, right? So this is how you can add prompt, use the Chat GPT prompt, which I have kept it over here, Chat GPT prompt over here, and you can use it to write email in iLearn Insights format.